Instead of saying what you could do in this matchup, I should give you the tools to see what you could have done on your own. Before we talk about combos, let's talk about buttons first. Do you use all of your character's buttons, and do you know why they're there? Why does she have stand light kick? Why does she have crouch medium kick, stand fierce, stand heavy kick? What are these buttons for? So when you press a button here, what is it that you're trying to do? That's what we should ask ourselves. That way you can always dial back and ask yourself why you did something. And if you don't have the answer for it, that's kind of where your homework comes into play. So the reason why this jump in works is because you committed to such a heavy move, right? If you had pressed a medium button instead, you could have blocked that. But the thing is, you committed to such a, you just walked up and did a big ass move. Imagine in a street fight, you walk back, you walk forward, you just wind up your punch. I'm gonna fucking hit you! Heavy buttons, medium buttons, light buttons, vary in commitment. So I were to ask Prost here, what are you looking for Cammy? Of course he's gonna say, I don't know. He's only been playing the game for, he's an Ultra Bronze. I don't expect him to lay out a whole strategy about like, when, you know, I'm aware of the V system, and her stand medium kick's a good poke, and she can confirm crouch medium kick, you know? Once she gets meter, I better watch out for that dive kick. And I have all the answers for Hooligan? No, that's not how this is. This is just being in Sakura. I'm trying to get crouch counters and maybe implement my new combos. The most important thing about learning a game is not skipping steps unless it's a strategy to skip the step. Okay? If everything I ask you, you say I don't know, that's all the things to work on right there. Why'd you do that? I don't know. Okay, well then stop everything. Why did I do that? I don't know. So I ask you, why did you do this? If I were to go dive into the mind of an Ultra Bronze, you wanted to get a crush. You just wanted to fucking smack them. Not sufficient. Okay, because it allows something like this to happen. Okay, so let's just move on. Okay, that's interesting. You try to remember these specific situations. Okay, for example. Okay. Okay, so you ask yourself, that's a weird situation, but all these situations will keep reoccurring. So let's just go a little further to see if we can find something else. So you ask yourself right there, what could I have done there? These patterns repeat themselves. People think, I always hear people say like, oh, there's so much random shit going on. You can boil this player down, depending on skill level, to a few things. So let's see if my point makes sense here. Okay, so with jump, sweep, cannon spike. Let's keep going. Jump, jump, cannon spike. If you were to look at this uninformed, you would say like, oh, he's just doing all this crazy random shit. I can't keep up. Let's say, well, actually, if you were really looking at what this guy was doing, imagine if all those were punished. If you just had the answer to those few things, this is free. When he cannon spikes me, I'm gonna block it on wake up, and then I'm gonna punish him. With what? Do a little research. Watch a gold player's response. Don't watch Chris CCH optimize it. Okay, so we're in round 2. He just showed jump, sweep, cannon spike. Right? So in your head, what should you be thinking about? Jump, sweep, cannon spike. Now, that's not so hard, right? Well, then he introduces something new. You forget about the first round, and now you're like, whoa, the V-skill! But those other things are not going to disappear. See what I mean? That thought just came into his head, like, oh, a V-skill. And so he's just going to V-skill. Well, sweep. I'm just going to sweep. Everything's impulsive. The moment you stop acting impulsively when you don't know anything, everything becomes more clear. It seems psychic, but really, I just remembered what he did in the last round. Right? So he's going to jump for sure. Or introduce, like, there's a sweep again, there's the jump. So all you have to do is just remember what you've been shown, and there's the crouch medium kick and the cannon spike again. Write down every single situation where you took damage. Okay, jump in, I took damage from the sweep. I took damage from the V skill, I took damage from the sweep. I got hit with the crouch medium kick drill, I got hit with the cannon spike. Write them all down. All down. And then you can kind of keep track of what keeps hitting. Okay, I got hit by sweep 40 times in one round. Okay, so that was the issue there. Now, all you gotta do then is take those issues and delete them. What if you didn't get hit by any of those sweeps? All we gotta do is set her to do this option, right? So we're gonna walk up, sweep, right? We're gonna walk up, cannon spike, and we're gonna walk up, V skill. Okay, that works. Do it again. Okay, I think I got that. Okay, what's the next one? I don't know what it is. Whatever it is, come up with something. You can find you can figure it out. Just watch replays and emulate it. Okay, so okay, now I have the punish for that. Okay, and then lastly, the jump in. And actually, she's got several options. Air throw. Maybe crouch fierce. I don't know. Now the chances of you running into that guy again, maybe you don't even run into him again. But it's not like you just throw all that information away. You hang on to all that because guess what? The next Cammy is not going to be that different. I promise you. You're going to see those things come up. Sweep, blocked cannon spike, V skill. Maybe this Cammy is totally different and you're seeing shit like this or something, right? Well, that's just more. Eventually, you're going to collect all the data you need. Keep that in your pocket. It's better to do nothing than to do something for no reason. Because then at least you could say, I'm blocking because I don't want to get hit. At least you have an answer for that, right? I'm holding down back because I don't want to get hit. That's a fair enough answer. Ask yourself basic questions. If you don't know the answer, you have all the material to work with.